Alright, so this is what it looks like from the back. It comes in a few pieces, so there's a top half and a bottom half. You can see the seam right here where they kind of just fit in like a male and female end. And then these pieces kind of like a trombone, just slide it in there, and you can slide them out to adjust it. I keep mine a little bit away from the pillar just so if we go over any bumps, I don't hear any kind of like vibrating from this touching the pillar. You have like these little rubber caps that you put on during the assembly process just so it kind of holds it pretty tight. Don't mind the neighborhood cars going by. When I initially installed this, I had the bungee cords attached to this rung, so it actually, obviously it held it up like 6 inches, and so it was above the, here 6 inches, which for a big dog, it's not a big gap. I just lowered it anyways, so it didn't tempt my dog to try and like squeeze under anything. And then obviously from the headliner, it's, I have like pretty small hands, so that maybe about like 5 or 6 inches. So the bungee cords, they're adjustable. So basically they kind of just, from one, you clip it on here, you can either go here, you can go here, whatever you want, depending on how high your seats are from like the roof line. So they clip on one side, you bring the bungee cord around, and then you clip it on the other. The bungee cords will come basically fully loosened, so hopefully I can get a good video of this. But it comes in through this like little hole, then it kind of loops through this notch, kind of like it acts like tension, and then there's this other little like little tab that it kind of gets stuck under. So if you want to loosen it or tighten it, you're going to release it from that notch. Then you're going to flip it through to release it from that notch, and at that point it gets completely loosened up. So obviously, again, both bungees will be pretty much loosened all the way, and you have to tighten them up. So I'm going to have to like do this. It's kind of hard because I'm holding the phone with one hand and trying to tighten this. I apologize. And I put it back in. So then I kind of just take this loose end and I kind of tuck it here. It might be easier once the headrest is down. So like I pulled up the headrest for the video. So I basically just smush down the headrest, and you kind of just tuck the end in there, and it just looks pretty clean and seamless. I mean, obviously you see the back of the bungee cords, but from the seat, the front part of the seat, you don't really see anything. So it's a pretty solid product. I mean, like it's friggin' on there. So I'm not worried about my dog getting this off or anything like that. I'm pretty happy with the product. Also, nice little plug. I ended up getting one of these. I mean, if you have a dog that you're worried about him jumping out the back of the car, as you can see, and it kind of has like a little bit of a bungee action on it. It has like the child anchor, and it also has a seatbelt. So, I mean, just thought I might as well do that really quick. It kind of has they have a bunch of different brands, honestly, with different kinds of like buckle ends. This one has kind of like a carabiner, and it doesn't say there's like weight rated or anything like that. I don't know if this would like work in like a crash test or anything, but it's also adjustable. But it's enough to just keep your dog from jumping out the back if you lift up the hatch. But this thing is awesome. I would definitely buy it for another car. I highly recommend it. I wish I would have bought it the first go around. I first got one of those like canvas like cargo liner things, and that didn't really work. And then I bought a net, like the little bungee netting thing, and he was getting through that. So this looks pretty clean. It doesn't really impede my view when I'm driving and looking out the back or anything like that. So I highly recommend this product.